And now volume is on. Sorry, I had to go adjust my camera and stuff, get the volume on, yada yada yada. Oh, come on. I was literally about to go in the world. I'll beat you up, Minecraft. Anyways, I am back in the world. Yes. Because I must be here to go show off Minecraft coaster. This is the only place where I can show off all these amazing Minecraft coaster builds that I made and stuff, of course. So, yes, in my previous Pokemon trading stream, we got up all the way to an incredible 2.49k subscribers. I believe when I'm starting the stream, I have around 2,493 subscribers. So that means we are only 7 subscribers away to reach that 2.5k subscriber goal. And it's been a long journey for me to climb this way to like this many subs. I'm so grateful that so many of you guys have been supporting me throughout like all these like years and stuff like that, or just like for a couple months or just a year or something like that. I know like a lot of you guys have supported me for like different amount of time and stuff like that, but I still appreciate like all the support you guys have been doing and stuff like that. But it's like I'm really like extremely like grateful for that. Like it's like incredible like how like I start from like recording with my 3DS, like from Super Mario 3D World, and I grow all the way to like going to OBS with Facecam, a good mic, and you guys supporting the channel now and stuff like that. Great moderators, great normal people and stuff. It just like blows my mind like how much this like channel is growing already, and now we're up to like 1/4 of 10,000 subscribers. Like that's just like crazy in my opinion. Like we're not there yet obviously, but we're getting very very close. Like we're very like close. Just a little percentage like left, and then we get to that 2.5k. It's pretty awesome. So in this video I thought it'd be cool like before I do my like final 3 Kings Island coasters, and to show off some of the coasters in my amusement park world in Minecraft. However, there's a twist, obviously, by the title of the video. That this twist is that you guys can suggest the coasters that I ride. And in this stream, I'll go around, that'll last for around like a good 4 hours. I will try to ride as many coasters as I possibly can. And when I ride the coasters, like the title says, I will talk about the coaster and give you guys a little bit more detail on it. Because, you know, I made these coasters and stuff like that. I mean, some of these coasters I didn't make and stuff. Like, for example, Creeper Jackson made some, and other people did as well. Like, Run Kick Nick 16. So, like, there might be, like, some, like, coasters. There might be, like, some coasters that I might not be able to, like, really say too much about if you suggest it to me. Like, for example, if you want me, like, to ride Nitro or something like that, that's made by Run Kick Nick 16. Or for me to ride, like, something like Copperhead Strike, which is also made by, like, Run Kick Nick 16, so I probably can't really say like a huge like whole lot about it, but I like for the coasters like that I build stuff like that, I'll definitely be saying a lot about them probably. So it's like I expect some like cool like little details and stuff like that about the coasters and stuff. You probably to the blah 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 blah. Interesting. Be careful. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Dino, for telling me that. So while riding all these coasters, I'm just gonna be having, like, obviously, as you saw here, that I had this, part, up here, like, here. I'm just gonna be playing just NCS music throughout this little stream, just because I don't feel like I'm having, like, a bunch of, like, copyright claim stuff like that, and I don't have to worry about music suggestions, and also, like, worry about suggestions for you guys, like, to, like, suggest coasters and stuff like that. I don't really want to, like, overwhelm myself with, like, both of those things, like, at once and stuff, so, oh, yeah, that would be a little too much for my poor little self here. So, yeah, I'll also be like, I have my phone over here, of course, and I'll be making a list of each of the coasters that you guys suggest me out to ride, and I will do my best to get for as many suggestions as you guys give me as possible, and it'll be an interesting stream today, definitely, and I hope you guys will have a fun time watching me show off Minecraft coasters and talking about them. So, like and subscribe for more awesome Minecraft coasters coming your way in the future on my amazing channel of awesome content. I put on them notifications if you never want to miss a new video coming your way on my channel. Alrighty? So I guess without further ado, I felt like, of course, it's obviously fair that I go and show you guys all the coasters that you guys can, like, go and suggest for me and stuff like that. You're probably wondering, like, would you Striker, you're starting your, like, Minecraft showing, of stuff on top of some coaster of some kind, obviously, and this is actually, I believe, my tallest coaster in my world, it's the Legendary Evolution. Has like one of like the craziest kind of launch sections like ever, like a really short launch, but like it launches you up extremely fast, and it goes like even higher than King of Ka, just like by a couple like layers and stuff. It's pretty absurd. I felt like that'd be like a really cool place, like just to like go and start doing like the introduction stuff like that. So let me give you guys like a little bit of like a look-see around. Sorry if this look-see around is gonna be a little long, since there's like so many like coasters and stuff like that like I can like you guys can suggest stuff like that. So I kind of want to just give you guys like a little bit of like a show around before like you guys can go and suggest some stuff. So I mean, even if you know some of the coasters I built, stuff like that, I'm like, maybe you guys could like start like if you know some coasters that I made, stuff like that. If you want to like suggest me like to go and like ride them, like while I'm like showing this off, you could go and do that and stuff. So, over here we have our Six Flags Great America area, and a while back ago I did revamp some of these coasters here, like as you can see, like Goliath and like Batman and like Raging Bull, Demon, and also American Eagle over here. They have been fully updated and they look really nice now, but not all of them are also fully updated. And like X-Flight here for example is not fully updated, and rides like Whizzer and Superman used to be over here, obviously by like the logo here, and it's obviously not there anymore because I got rid of it because I want to make a better version of it. And also Viper, which used to be over there, is obviously not there anymore because let's say case of the Superman, I didn't really like my build of it that much, so I completely got rid of it. Because I know, like if the build's that bad, like if I consider my coaster build that bad and I want to completely get rid of it and redo it at some point, which I still really want to do. I'm hoping that I could do that during summertime, because that's like a project I wanted to do for a long time, but I haven't gotten to do it yet. Pisses me off. Gotta get that done, yo. So then over here you got other like little coasters like this. I believe Twisted Cyclone was a suggested coaster that I made, and yeah, it's a pretty cool one. It's actually the one coaster that I use iron bars as supports, which is pretty nice. And then we have like a few like Six Flags Great Adventure coasters over here. We got like El Toro. Of course, there's like the Mardi Gras Hangover over there, but nobody cares about that, obviously. So then we go over to like a Nitro over here. This is Run Keg Nick 16. So this is like an example of like a build that I didn't make, but it's still pretty cool though. So you can like suggest builds to like some like other people have made stuff. It doesn't have to be just my builds and stuff. And I'll still try to talk about it a little bit because I actually did help with some of those builds a little bit. And then you got like Jersey Devil over here, and then there's Max Force, the new for 2019 Six Flags Great America coasters. And over here, I'm pretty sure these coasters are probably not going to get many suggestions because you're probably not going to know the names of them very well. But if you just say like maybe like the green coaster, it looks like it has some launching thing at the bottom of like of some like a button thing, then you can go and like suggest that. As if you want to suggest like any of these Connect coasters, like, and frankly, I don't even know the names of some of these Connect coasters. I know this one's called All American Coaster, the Wild Whiplash Coaster, Connect Space Mountain. I think that's a Serpent Spiral coaster. Some of them I know at the top of my head. Man, I don't really remember much of these other ones at the top of my head, but yeah, there's a bunch of Connect coasters you can like go and suggest from. You got like my Mother's Day coasters that I made, like a Tweety Bird over here, and you got like the amazing Test Track coaster, one of my favorite coasters in the world. Got some of the Valentine's ones, like Sylveon's Valentine, and you got Diane's Valentine over there, so you can suggest Valentine coasters if you would like. And then here's the coaster that I actually showed you a preview of. If you haven't watched my full PUE video of it, I just uploaded that about like an hour ago. The Christian coaster. So if you want to see me ride that again for some reason, you can go suggest this one. It's the most recent coaster that I made in my world. Pretty cool. Then you have like the Beast Reborn over here, and then you got the Beast over there. So we got some like Kings Island coasters you can suggest. So, like it ranges from like the Beast, Banshee, Mystic Timbers, the Racer, Vortex, what else do we got? Invertigo, the 4 Kitty coasters. You can't suggest Battle at Stunt Coaster or Flight of Fear or Son of Beast yet, since obviously those 3 have not been made yet. Oh yeah, I can also suggest Firehawk, Orion, and Orion Reborn, of course. You can suggest any of those if you would like. Alrighty, so we got some suggestions already. I could go start typing some of y'all. So you got y'all suggestions down. So can you ride the Viper? Do you mean Viper? Six Flags Great America? I just said I got rid of that one. I don't know which coaster you're talking about. What park is it from? Starlight. You can't suggest me. You can't suggest me stuff that doesn't exist in my world, or I don't understand. Let's see. So we got a Diamondback suggestion. Okay, I guess we'll be starting off Diamondback. Pokey Loose, were you suggesting Diane's Valentine or something? Is that what you're suggesting? If that's the case, then I can go put that down. The Beast Reborn, of course. 2 Kings Island coasters, of course. You gotta love the Kings Island stuff. Steel Curtain. Batman, alright, Batman the Ride. Batman the Ride is like, I've always wanted like to get the station for the ride done, but I was never actually able like to go and get the station done. I don't know why. I guess I probably know the main reason why. I was too lazy to go and work on it. Because the Batman the Ride station is not the most easiest station in the world to make. Technically, Batman the Ride from Six Flags Great Adventure and Great America or Magic Mountain. Well, Magic Mountain's blue and black, so there's many different like similar Batman the Rides, and Batman the Ride from Great Adventure and Great America are like very similar to each other. So you can, so I'll go and ride the Batman the Ride one for y'all for that I made for specifically Six Flags Great Adventure. I'm not sure if I really want to make another Batman the Ride just specifically for Great Adventure because it's literally the same exact ride. I mean, I guess the station is different, but it's not that different. Not really. Yeah, so I just passed by some of my, like, most recent build stuff with that, like, Vortex and, like, Adventure Express, and there's, like, the racer over here, the dreaded coaster that got the April Fool's prank on it. Oop. Oh, yeah, there's also the Bat over here, too. I'm really impressed. I still really love my Bat recreation. It looks really nice. I really like how I did that one. And the entranceway is, like, really unique, too. Very unique looking entranceway, I'd have to say. Then you got like ones like over here like that like some like have been custom made like by Creeper Jackson. Like you got like Wooden Bay 10. It's a pretty cool coaster that he made. It's actually one of my favorites that he's made. You got other little coasters like this one that I believe is called Racer 65. Yeah, frankly, some of Creeper Jackson coasters are not the best ever, but he has some pretty like decent ones. I think that's called Ragdale. That's obviously called Tidal Wave. And he did have another one over here called, I forget what that one was called. It was there. They actually had like a different version of it before, but now he's apparently quote unquote redoing it. Now Runkenig makes some other like cool coasters over here, like Renegade, Atom Bay. Then you got Fiare, and he's got his own Joker build over there. Then I think Hyrulean Legend made his own little coaster over there. It's called the old coaster or something like that. It's not really that like cool or anything, but it's still there. If you want to suggest it, you know. It's there. Yeah. What else do we got over here? We got like another like this is one that what's his name? JJ Kid. Yeah, I think his name is JJ Kid that made over there. Got this random big spike up coaster there, and I think that actually used to be the tallest coaster in my world until I'm like, I don't want that coaster like to be the tallest coaster in the world, so I shortened it a little bit so I could have Legendary Evolution as my tallest coaster for a while. Then like JJ Kid also made I think like a Rail Blazer from California's Great America. He also made Copperhead Strike, but I made the entranceway there, so that entranceway is my design, and I'm really proud of that entranceway. I even made the logo too, but he made the ride himself over here. And he also like has like some other like uncompleted coasters. Like this looks really cool, like how it goes like all the way touching to the ground and has like this humongous like bay like one that goes up and then curves over. It's a really interesting looking layout. I'm surprised they never really like finished it up and stuff. Then you got like Patriot from California's Great America again. And you got other little like builds like this. And then there's like Steel Force over here, which is one of the builds actually I helped out with. Another like Typho Jaxer looking build. And there's more like uncompleted coasters, like I don't know what this one is. Like apparently Creeper Jackson made a pretty cool looking loading station and waiting line over there though, because he really likes like the theme of like Mystic Timbers. I realized for his like when he makes his wooden coasters and stuff, like the creepy vibe of like the moss and stuff like that, like growing around like the track and stuff, and like the waiting line and the station and stuff. He definitely likes doing that a lot, and apparently he named his part of the world here Creeper Point. You can definitely not tell where he got that name from. Oh, yeah. Then we go over here to Cedar Point coasters. And so far, there's a couple of coasters in Cedar Point that I have not edited yet. But the ones like, for example, Gatekeeper over here, I edited Gatekeeper, and Gatekeeper looks really good. And rides like Raptor, if you want to suggest Raptor, you actually cannot suggest that one because part of the track is missing because I had to remove part of the track for Gatekeeper. But I'm going to eventually edit Raptor at some point, like, and also like Maverick. Because like a project of summer I really want to do is I want to go back to like some of my old coaster builds that I don't really like as much, and I want to go and like update them and make them like a whole lot better. And there's definitely a lot of Cedar Point coasters I really need like to update, but like the two of the ones I've gotten the updates so far is like Val Raven and Gatekeeper. Like Val Raven looks really cool now, and I copied over like that pixel art thing over there and put it over as the entranceway there because it's a really good looking logo, and I really like it a lot. And yeah, Valraven looks a whole lot freaking better than it looked like in the past. And it was like Rougarou, and even made like the Mantis, like the stand-up version of it. And yeah, Corkscrew over there, don't really like that, but yeah, freaking Valraven though looks phenomenal. I love like cause like you could tell like the difference. Like this is like something I made like probably like 2 to 3 years ago. this is something I made recently. You can tell how much I've improved over time, and I definitely like how I want to like really like go and like edit like the coasters again and stuff. There's a lot of coasters in this world I really want to edit. It's gonna take me a freaking time, and I'm not too excited about it. Then you got some of like the other like Cedar Point Reborn coasters that I made with like Top Thrill Dragster Reborn. That's really cool. I would definitely recommend riding that since I haven't ridden my Top Thrill Dragster Reborn in a while. Millennium Force Reborn, my previous old like favorite Cedar Point coaster, made a crazier version of it. Then there's just Leviathan over here from Canada's Wonderland, because why not? And there's a Steel Vengeance Reborn here. So, like, literally the three Cedar Point Reborn coasters are right next to each other, so it's pretty cool. And Reborn Steel Vengeance is, like, insanely good, in my opinion. And then there's just normal Steel Vengeance right there. It's just so freaking small compared to, like, the massive size of freaking Steel Vengeance Reborn. It's absurd. Ay. How big is the loop of the Dragster? I could go and check really quickly. Why not? I know it's about half the height as like a main structure of Top Thrill Dragster Reborn. It's not really like half. It's like about a little bit more than half. But I know the main structure of Top Thrill Dragster Reborn is a whole like 172 blocks tall. I'm gonna be remembering that for a while. But yeah, that's a freaking humongous loop though, because you have like so much speed like going like up and then going down. You have like so much speed going down that like hill there. Apparently the loop is 91 blocks tall. So yeah, it's about a good 60 blocks away from the actual like main height of Top Thrill Dragster Reborn. It's crazy indeed. Then you got like this little area here. I made some like 2019 coasters that were new. Like for example, you got like the little one like Tidal Twister over here. And you got Yukon Strike over here, the new dive coaster for Canada's Wonderland. How tall is it? It was 172 blocks tall. It's really tall. It's like my second tallest like coaster in my world. Actually, it might be my third tallest now because of that stupid big spike up coaster one person made in my world. Yeah, really like this is like another one of my really good like new builds and stuff. I love the entranceway design. And also, I'm hoping at some point like I could just like download like a pixel art of Yukon Striker like it behind the ride and stuff. Then you have rides like Tigress over here from like Busch Gardens Tampa, one of those like new Skyrocket models, I believe that's what they're called. Then you got Steel Curtain over here, the new for 2019 coaster at Kennywood. It was a very difficult build to make, but I was very proud of it. Then you got Apollo's Chariot over here. It's like another Busch Gardens Williamsburg. But then you got Kumbo over here that Nick was working on, but he didn't complete yet. But you can see he's gotten a layout for it though, and I hope eventually he gets the ride done. And you got the crazy recreation that I did of Montu over here, and goodness gracious, I love my Montu recreations so much. I definitely highly recommend you requesting me to ride this one. Oh yeah, that was like when I think that was like a subscriber special of some kind, and like Creeper Jackson won, and like I had to keep canceling a bunch of coasters until eventually he gave me this inverted coaster to make, and I was like, it's gonna be a pain in the butt, but I might as well go and make it. Do I have Afterburn? I have not made much Carowinds coasters. The only Carowinds coaster I've actually really made is Fury 325. And then JJ Kid, which is a builder in my world, doesn't come on my world anymore, made Copperhead Strike. So there's only 2 Carowinds coasters in this world. And I don't know when I'm going to be making more Carowinds coasters anytime soon, but yeah, the only 2 Carowinds coasters I have is Fury 325 and Copperhead Strike. And then, like, if we go all the way over here, right next to Top Thrill Dragster Reborn, we have the legendary coaster called Legendary Evolution, which is specifically the Gecko Coaster part here. And then there's my Intimidator 305, which I really gotta do a better version of, and Twisted Timbers, which is that RMC coaster that came to King's Dominion for 2018. I believe it was a suggested coaster of mine during the time. And yeah, there's like the Gecko Coaster part. And if you want to suggest Legendary Evolution, if you haven't seen what's inside that building yet, you should go watch the PV video or suggest this coaster for later. It's my 20-minute long coaster. Then you got Sky Rush over here, the only Hershey Park coaster that I have. And also Mega Evolution, which is my 12-minute long coaster in my world that like intertwines between Legendary Evolution. So it's like a really cool like 2 coasters, like how they are like all around each other and stuff like that. It's like they're really unique coasters, and they're completely my design too, but they're also based off of many coasters in real life and stuff. So highly recommending those if you want to see like a really long awesome coaster. Then we got these coasters that kind of been like abandoned and kind of forgotten about on the channel, but we got like some mini coasters over here. Like we got the mini like like free kind of like strata coasters here. Besides Red Force, obviously Red Force is a good coaster. Red Force, King of Ka, Taffel Dragster, and then you got Goliath, Wicked Twister, and Vertical Velocity, X-Flight, Accelerator, Fury Free 25. Superman Escape from Krypton, Jokers, the Joker, the Batman the Ride, and Wonder Woman coaster, I believe that's what it's called, and then Steel Vengeance Mini Boy. Then we go over here too. Also, like when I went to Knott's Berry Farm, I decided to go and recreate all Knott's Berry Farm coasters for some apparent reason, and the newest one that obviously came in 2018. I recreated Hang Time, and I really like my Hang Time recreation. And you got like Jaguar, then you got Accelerator over there, Silver Bullets, and some of these builds do need to get a refurbishment. Definitely freaking Silver Bullet needs a refurbishment. Coast Rider, Pony Express, Serena Saya Winner, Boomerang, Montezuma's Revenge. Then over here too, we got the legendary new revamped Fury 325, and it looked really bad before, by the way, and now it looks like a freaking masterpiece in my opinion. We can like a cool pixelated logo of it that I used from an amazing website. And even the bridge area where it drops under is even updated as well. But yeah, Fury 325 looks a whole lot better now. Then of course you got Taffel Dragster, Red Force, like the full like scales of Red Force, Taffel Dragster, and King of Ka in the middle of the world. That's where I got the thumbnail from. You know, with legendary evolutions like Stratocoaster part in the top. Then there's the original Millennium Force over here. I think it's like one of my like first coasters in the world under Space Mountain over here. Yeah, Space Mountain's the only like Disney World coaster I believe I have in this world. Then there's just this nice Superman Escape from Krypton. You got some like the Jokers there, Joker, Batman the Ride, Joker Reborn, the Wonder Woman coaster there at the full scale. There's Wonder Woman Golden Lasso coaster here, so you got two Wonder Woman coasters next to each other. It's pretty cool. And then there's Mystic Timbers over here. Then you got this cool Eiffel Tower and all the logos here and stuff, but you can't just ride those. And then just a little pass by, you got the Elsa build that I found at Mindplex for the Christmas lobby, and I used it for Frozen Orion, but I didn't want to like get rid of it and stuff like that, so I wanted to like put like a model for it and stuff. And I believe there's a sign down here that says tribute to the Frozen Orion. Yep. Frozen Orion was one of my greatest Christmas coasters that I made, and I had to change it back at some point. And I believe that's pretty much all of them. And of course, there's also the parkour maps up there and stuff, Bloodbath and Skylands Reborn. And also, I forgot to show off really quickly is that there is one Six Flags Magic Mountain coaster you can suggest, and that's West Coast Racers over there. So there's like about like I think 160 or so coasters you could probably suggest from that's in this world. So it's a crazy amount. Also, you could suggest Twisted Colossus. I forgot, but I really need to edit Twisted Colossus too. Twisted Colossus looks really bad. I do not like it whatsoever. And yeah, here's West Coast Racers over here if you want to go like to see me write this or something, alrighty? So yeah, I think that's so sorry that little show off was like a little bit lengthy, I know, but I like there's a lot of coaster stuff like that's like showing off like all like the things you can go and suggest like for me the ride stuff like that. I know it took a while. It took about like a good 20 minutes or so, but I have to do it, you know, because just I want to like give you guys like to show like what like coasters you can suggest from and stuff like that, and which like parks I don't have much coasters from, or which parks that I have a lot of coasters from, like Cedar Point, Six Flags Great America, or like Knott's Berry Farm and Kings Island, or like some like coasters that I've customly made and maybe want to like see me ride again or something. Alrighty, sound good, y'all. So is there any other like coasters you guys would like to suggest before I go and start writing some of the suggestions we already have, which is Diamondback, The Beast Reborn, and Batman the Ride, and Steel Curtain? And yeah, any other suggestions we got before I go and start writing the coasters? We got any others? Just curious. Oh, Fury 325. Good suggestion. I like that one. Alrighty. Fury 325. Already got Beast Reborn suggestion. Anything else? Already got Steel Curtain in the list. So the ones I got so far are Diamondback, The Beast Reborn, Steel Curtain, Batman the Ride, and Fury 325 are the ones that I have on my list so far. Also, got a cool Millennium Force shirt right here. We're wearing it for this occasion, of course. Gotta wear a big Epic Boy roller coaster shirt. Alrighty, Ghost Rider. Anybody else want shirts? Anything besides Steelers and Baku? Or are we good to start riding coasters? I'm ready to go ride some coasters, yo. So once again, we so far have Diamondback, The Beast Reborn, Steel Curtain, Batman the Ride, Fury 325, Ghost Rider, and King of Ka. Alrighty, Vortex. I was figuring one of you guys was gonna suggest Vortex. I had a feeling. I just had that feeling deep inside my bones, deep inside my soul. I just had that good feeling, you know. Alright, well, I'm gonna go fly over to Diamondback while you guys are suggesting any more coasters for me you'd like to see me ride. So we got, let's see, I got 3 Kings Island coasters. We got 1 Kennywood coasters, and that's the only Kennywood coaster I have. We got 1 Six Flags Great America coaster, 1 Six Flags Great Adventure coaster, 1 Knott's Berry Farm coaster, and 1 Carowinds coaster. So we definitely have the most Kings Island stuff right now, but at least we got some variety in there and stuff. I like it. I likey. Oh boy, what do you want? People are texting me while I'm trying to do an important stream right now. Goodness me. What are you sending me? Got any other great suggestions, y'all? Oh my goodness, that's a little creepy. You don't need to send me a picture of you wearing your quarantine mask. I'm not gonna say who sent me a picture of that, but goodness gracious. You want to see me ride my crappy Intimidator 305? Okay. Alrighty, I guess now we got a firm good list, and now I'm gonna start. We're gonna start off with Diamondback, and let's go start playing some music, shall we? I'm not gonna have the music like too incredibly loud though, just so I can kind of like talk. So I like to talk about the coasters and stuff. I hope you guys will actually listen carefully and stuff like that, and like maybe like learn some new things about my coasters and stuff. I hope so. And I'm hitting things in the background on my desk, and music's logging already. Off to a great start, y'all. Ooh, that's loud. Need to make sure it's just not lacking anymore. And this guy's music doesn't like me today, apparently. Wow, I'm really lagging badly right now. Okay, I'm just gonna reload this tab right here. Play Ghostbusters as you ride Ghost Rider. The webpage is slowing down your browser. Oh, you think? Alright, fine. Do that. We'll do that then. Well, thank you, Polito Free Fire, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate it, my dude. Thanks for the sub. You're awesome for subscribing. Soy sub like hello. Oh, you even came on my stream. Thanks for the sub, man. Sorry, I gotta go get my stupid music up because since apparently my Firefox is lagging really badly right now. Really annoying, but I gotta go get the music back up. Really want to go start riding your coasters, y'all. I'm not trying to stall or anything like that. I apologize if it seems like I'm stalling, but apparently just my webpage just doesn't want to agree with me and stuff. Sorry. So, Mr. Polito, do you got any like coasters you like to go suggest me to go and ride in my world, or did you just come on the stream and didn't see like all like the show off of the coasters and stuff? If you want to get like an idea, I am like I have like a bunch of like Cedar Point, Kings Island, Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags, a bunch of like some like custom coasters and stuff. Yeah. Alright, let's hope this time the music don't lag on me. Please, music, be nice to me. I need some good music playing in the background. Having a Senate in the background is no fun. No. Gotta go AFK again. Rip. Gosh, wow, just look at this, y'all. Look how freaking laggy my webpage is. Celebration of Ouija hitting for 2.5k subs soon. Aw, aren't you nice, Midnight? Why are you taking people away from me and going into the Discord, dear? I also have 4 notifications. I'll have to check them later. Alrighty. I think the music's gonna make me laggy a little bit. I'm not just, my page is not even just lagging. My game's also starting to lag now, too. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, it's not good. Alrighty, so this was Elijah's suggestion, I believe. Goodness me, it's lagging really badly. I can't move. Well, I am moving, but really slowly. What the heck? I'm moving on my own. What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? Is this my computer telling me that it's so bad quality that it doesn't want to like want music playing in the background and stuff like that while I'm working on this? Throwing off some coasters to y'all. Goodness gracious. Alright, I think just my ROM needs a restart, hopefully. Alright, I'm gonna close some tabs and stuff. I'm gonna do as much as I can to make sure it doesn't lag as much. We're gonna close that off. Anything else we need to close off? I can probably make this go in there. What are my notifications I have anyways? Good, pretty good, awesome. Oh. Okay then. Alright, hopefully it should be okay now. Sorry for that lag spike. Oh, I'm at 1 bar of connection. That's fantastic. I guess the game doesn't like me playing music in the background. Well, we'll see if it's like really lagging that badly. Then I guess we will not have music playing in the background. Judging by that I'm freezing in place right now, I think that's probably gonna be the case. That's not great. Why does like have to ruin my freaking 2,500 subscribers specials? I'm not very happy about that. Still 1 bar of connection. Hope that connection gets better. Alrighty, so like I said, I'm going to be talking about these coasters once I'm riding them and stuff like that. So for Diamondback, I forget which, when I made Diamondback, but I think it was probably like all the way back sometime in like 2019, and I remember like making this coaster like in a building stream, and like I remember my friend randomly came to my like house for some reason and was dropping off something, so that was kind of like a nice little moment in the building stream and stuff. But I for a while now, I thought like the supports for Diamondback were like all like full golden and stuff, but of course I'm apparently oblivious, and like I knew like I had to make like the like lift tilt stuff with like that golden like support colors. But now obviously I have to make them white. And I know I probably could make them like a different kind of whitish color, but personally for me, I thought like white concrete like looked the best for Diamondback, so that's why I decided to go do white concrete. And also it just kind of like fitted with like the concrete blocks that I wanted to also use for the track as well. And making like the elements and stuff like that was also not really an easy task. Like doing like those steep uphill stuff like that, making sure like it goes like up the right steepness and like go over like enough, and making sure like the support stuff like that are in the right places and stuff. It was definitely, these like Kings Island coasters and stuff like that were not the easiest to make, but obviously as you can see I prevailed there and did a nice pretty recreation of Kings Island's Diamondback, and I believe my Diamondback POV has around like a good 600 or 700 or so views last I've checked. I don't remember how much views it has at the moment. I probably should check again at some point. But yeah, this by showing of this ride was pretty nice. I remember the music I used in the video was called Glitter and Gold, which actually I haven't listened to Glitter and Gold in a while. Not sure why I don't really have it in my playlist anymore. Weird. And also a little part about this, I know some people were complaining to me about that they didn't have like a splashdown effect or something like that, but like doing like commands and reds and stuff like that to make like water shoot up like behind you and stuff would be a little bit difficult to do. And I remember at the time too, like you could probably put like iron fences into water, and it kind of like goes like through like the wall, like the water kind of goes through the iron fences, which I found that to be kind of cool. Station design, like also designing that station there was also not the most easiest task in the world, but obviously you can see I was able to prevail and make a decent looking recreation of the station. So yeah, I was pretty proud of my Diamondback build when it was good. I'm glad I got some like positive feedback and stuff. It's one of the best songs. You actually know what Glitter and Gold is. Alright, so what's kind of nice, the next introduction was the Beast Reborn, and that's just like right off to the side of Diamondback over here, and oh my gosh, the Beast Reborn. Just saying that name, like, this just like amazes me how I was able like to make such a cool coaster like the Beast Reborn. This was a month-and-a-half long project of mine to do. I think I had to expand like making this like coaster around over 10 building streams and stuff that were like many hours long and stuff, and a lot of work off camera, like humongous entranceway to the right and a really epic looking like logo. And like the whole like waiting line in general is just like an insanely much better version than what you like get for like the normal boring waiting line in real life. Like I decided like you go into like a beast kind of like cave or something, like a mine shaft kind of like cave, like the beast, or like where the beast is like lurking in and stuff like that. So you go for like the small cave entrance first with like lanterns lighting it up and stuff. And you go up to this humongous, and it attaches like this big, humongous, like big cave entrance. With, like so much stone detail, like ores, water, lava, like the mine shaft, like hanging from the top and stuff. With mine carts going like back and forth and stuff, and like torches like lighting up like the whole area, like use like the campfire effect to make like a cool torture effect. Different little like cave entrances and stuff. It's just like utterly ridiculous the amount of detail I put into like this waiting line here, and like the waiting line in the real life one is just so boring. Like I had to go like extreme mode for the Beast Reborn here, and you can even like see for some like the cave stuff like that, there is beast claws in them every now and then. Like yeah, like there's a beast claw right there. Like some netherrack representing like the scraping of like their claws on the floor and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Like the normal cave entrances, like they lead to like this coal kind of wall here, just to kind of like give the effect that like at least there's like something you can kind of go in there a little bit, and there's ores in there, and of course stone detail and stuff. But yeah, like I'd like first lay out like the whole stone design, like add the stone detail to it, add the ores in it, like add the water and lava, add the mine shafts going there, add the spikes at the top. There's so much like things I had to do, and like laying it out too, and also doing like the design of like the landscaping over and stuff like that. I also had to do all that, like make like design in general, have like the water and lava flowing around it, putting all the grass on top of it, and also having like the water and lava flowing off them besides as well, and a bunch of trees on top of it as well. It was like crazy. It was crazy hard and difficult work, and like the same thing like occurs to like this also big room. Like I made 2 big humongous like cave rooms and stuff, and it was no freaking easy task at all, but I was like really like proud of it though. Then it leads to like this like little like ravine area here with like some more beast claws kind of like scraping like at the sides of like the stone and stuff, and they're like ores and like lava, and like you're hanging like above lava and stuff like that, and it's like flowing off to the side. So like there's no water here, so it's like you feel like a sense of danger, like when you're like this like old rickety thing is like hanging you over like lava and stuff. It's pretty cool, but of course obviously it's not gonna drop you or anything like that. Then you go out of like this cave entrance here, which is a pretty nice cave, kind of going out, not entrance, like cave exit I mean. And as you can see here also like the crazy amount of detail and stuff that it did for like the landscaping and stuff. The lava, the water, the trees, the grass, and all that stuff, like covering it all up and making sure like the detail looks great and stuff, and you're putting trees all around it at the bottom and stuff. It was like an incredibly hard feat to do, but I think those like waiting lines in general took me about like 40 to 50 hours or so like to do. I mean, the station too also, like nothing in this ride was easy to do by the way, but at least I had the determination and will like to keep on working on it. The station was a pretty complicated design. Like I wanted to base it off of like the original station stuff like that, but I wanted to make it like a bigger, grander scale and make it look even like cooler, like all the like these little holes stuff like that, and making it look kind of like decrepit, like on the roof and stuff. All this like broken detail and stuff. It's like crazy cool. And even like inside like the cool like support like the details, like holding it up and stuff. It is just so utterly cool, and the freaking rooftop too, like above it too, with like all the glowstone, like little lanterns and stuff hanging from the side, and like the big waiting line even like that goes leads you even to this whole like big structure here. It's just like so utterly ridiculously cool how I made like all of this. I just love the station design so much, and I'm probably guessing the station took me around 15 to 20 hours to make. You got this like little shed area here with like some enchanting tables, some anvils, and crafting tables, some ender chests and stuff. Then you got like the little like operator area here to operate the ride. Even this looks like a little broken and stuff like that, like with glass kind of like the right positioning and stuff like that. Alright, well, enough talking about like all like the amazing like cool detail stuff like that. It's time to ride this bad boy. So the Beast Reborn, I wanted like it to kind of like I was kind of like trying like to imagine like what would be like a cooler version of the Beast, and like how would like RMC, like what RMC do to like the Beast if they ever like decide like RMC like the Beast, which I know is probably never gonna happen, but you know, you can always imagine like cool design stuff like that. And this whole ride here is kind of like my imagination is what kind of RMC would do, and like what would like a crazier version of it would be and stuff. You can even see like the really cool detail I did on the sides and stuff like that too, like under it and stuff. Those like cool like X things there. So I started off like instead of like just kind of like curving around and going straight into the lift hill, I did some like bunny hops and stuff like that, kind of like how some RMC coasters do, like Steel Vengeance for example. Doing those little like bunny hops and stuff before it goes to the like the lift hill, and I made the lift hill a lot more steeper than the original build, like, and also it's like about 20 more blocks taller. I believe this is like my biggest wooden coaster in the world as well, like as like the biggest like drop and like the steepest drop on a wooden coaster and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's like crazy, like insane, like how like I did all this. And like there's so much detail everywhere of like all like the fences and stuff like that. You can just see like how many layers of fences there are like on that structure right there. Like there's so much detail. Like even like when I'm in my full connection stuff like that, I'm not lagging like whatsoever. Freaking like no joke, like it's lagging so badly right now. Like there's so much detail in the structures and stuff. Like I always like get like these huge like lag moments and stuff when I'm looking at the structures. Like that's how much like detail I put on the structures and stuff. It's so freaking crazy. So you go in like a steep drop and you go into like this, so instead of just like curving off to the side and going to the forest, you do like this big humongous curve around like this really cool like tunnel moment here. And you go pop out of it, like there's so many like jungle trees around you and stuff, and there's like the big humongous structure you go to like a tight twist for like the crazy amount of like fences like all around and stuff. And then you go out of the ride, and then like, instead of just doing like normal like kind of like slow, kind of like not really like high airtime levels stuff like that, you do these like two big humongous like jumps of airtime and stuff like that, and it's just like trees, like jungle trees and like birch trees and oak trees and just like little jungle trees covering you everywhere. It's just like I don't even know like how I had the patience like to do all of this, but like it took like this ride in total took me about 170 like to 180 hours like to fully like do. So like I obviously saw there it goes up into like a big corkscrew there, and then instead of just going like a straight track moment there like a tunnel in here, you go up and down of like a roof like over you and stuff like that. So it makes this moment here like even crazier, and having like that cool like tunnel thing, like the kind of like cool like near miss effect like of like the tunnel like close above you and stuff. Very cool moment, I would say. And this curve around moment here is nothing really like it too like insanely crazy about it. It might be like a little bit taller, and then it leads into like the kind of like an element like Goliath does, like the second version of Goliath of Six Flags Great America, like where it does like a version like curves over like that and then it goes back. So like there's like a quick inversion there, and then it goes like really fast to the tunnel here. And also this ride, I believe, is like a duration of 7 minutes and 22 seconds long, so it's definitely one of the longest coasters in my world, under like Legendary Evolution and Mega Evolution. This might be actually like my third longest coaster in my world that I've made, possibly. Seems very likely. So the tunnel usually it would just like curve you over to the side and you would go out. But like this tunnel you curve over to the other side and you go like side to side to side, and you like even go like down and up, and you go like in an up curve and stuff like that too. Like it's like a humongously freaking long like tunnel. It's like really freaking cool how I did this tunnel, and it's all like encased and stuff, and like just like completely like covered up by trees and stuff like that too. Like around like sometimes like I can't even like tell there's a tunnel there. Like that's how much like the trees and stuff like that cover up like the whole freaking tunnel. It's like awesome. So you finally get out of the tunnel here, and you do this nice little airtime moment here, which normally would just be a straight track if you're just curving out to the side and stuff, but you do a nice little airtime moment here, then you curve up to the side here. So like getting like some more extra hills and stuff like that in the reborn version. Then goes up again, and then you go into like one little last corkscrew here before you go to your second lift up. There is still 2 more inversions left of the ride. One last up curve, and then there's like normal like up parry that then leads you into like the big structure here, and like obviously like how much like it's like laggy and stuff like that. You can tell how much detail there is, and like the trees, like you get really close to the trees and stuff like that too. You get like a nice view around when you're looking up like the lift hill and stuff of like all like the crazy amount of like jungle trees and stuff that are like enveloping around this ride. It's really cool. But laying out this ride, like I kind of had like an idea like when I was laying out this ride when I was working on this. But I remember laying out the ride took a while too, and as you see here, like instead of just like curving over the side, you go into an inversion, kind of like reminiscent of like Twisted Timbers, like the top of the inversion, there like where it curves over and then goes for like a corkscrew going down like the hill there. Really cool. And this area here, like usually like it'll just go in like the tunnel 2 times and then just like a straight like a circle around and stuff, but this one you go for the tunnel 3 times. It's really crazy. And you also like go like up and down and stuff like that. Even like for like the last one you go for like an inversion at the end and stuff too. It's just like all I can really say about this coaster is just like one of like it's the best wooden coaster in my world. Like I have to admit, like this is the best wooden coaster in my world. It's just so utterly ridiculously amazing. This is the Beast Reborn. Any like people that are joining at the moment. And which kind of sucks though, the only bad thing about this coaster is the light glitches. Like, I tried to fix the light glitches in these tunnels here, but they just never got fixed, and it really pissed me off. But, I tried fixing the light glitches in those tunnels there, but at least the bottom part of the tunnel doesn't have a light glitch though. But also there was light glitches in the tunnels, like in the back there, like of like covering up all the jungle trees and stuff. But I fixed those, hallelujah. That would have been annoying if there's light glitches in there. You just, like, I guess in the Reborn version, you're just gonna have lit up tunnels and stuff, apparently. It's just too crazy, Reborn, of detail and stuff, just like, everyone wants to illuminate the tunnels and such. It's crazy. Ay. And as you get, like I said, yeah, after you go for, like, the last curve round, you go into a big sweeping inversion at the end there. It's just, I get, like, my breath gets, like, taken away from, like, this, like, coaster here. You have light glitches too, you have a ton of my new Minecraft ballpark. Yeah, light glitches suck. That's why I kind of get annoyed. I'm glad actually for Adventure Express I didn't get any light glitches, but it really sucks for this like great ride here I got light glitches. Well, let's get to back this ride really quickly before it's done riding the ride. So yeah, the waiting line took me about a good 50 hours like to take. The whole ride in general took me about 170 to 180 hours to do. Making the ride itself probably took me around, well, actually making the supports, I don't really remember like specifically like which steps. I think making the layout probably took me a good 10 hours or so, and then doing all the supports and stuff like that took me about a good 70 hours or so of like the 180 hours or so that I was working on the ride. So, and like the entranceway too, that took me probably about a good, forget what I estimated for that, but it probably took me about a good 7 or 8 hours to make the entranceway. Then regaining the logo also took me about another 10 hours and stuff. There's just so, there was like so much flipping time dedicated like to make this ride, and I think the POE video of this on my YouTube channel has about 300 views now. So I'm glad at least 300 of you guys were able like to go check out the craziness of my Beast Reborn, and that's I think it's my like definite like top five coasters in my world for Beast Reborn. And I still remember that line I put in on my Beast Reborn video. And actually, a funny little fun fact about the Beast Reborn video. While I'm heading over to Steel Curtain, I'll tell some little other things about Beast Reborn. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so like in the Beast Reborn video, I remember like it was actually like the first video, like fun fact, that I actually started using KineMaster. So I was learning how to use KineMaster. So my editing of KineMaster wasn't all the greatest, but it was like the first ever like coaster POE video I worked with KineMaster on. Nowadays I always use KineMaster for my POE videos and stuff, and I much more very experienced of it and stuff. But like all the videos and stuff like that, there's like a cool kind of like floating like effect and stuff like that you can have of like the text and stuff, but that floating effect kind of messed up now, so I don't use it in my videos anymore. But like you can see like what the floating effect used to be and stuff like that, but now the floating effect just like moves around the screen like massively and stuff. It's just annoying. What's the current song? I think it's called Make Me Move. That's an NCS music. I don't know the actual name. I don't want to go out and like go to the music and stuff and check. Kind of want to mainly stay in the Minecraft world. Guys, you're interested in some of the ends like that I'm playing. Oh, Dragon Hunter, welcome to the stream. And the other little fun fact is that I remember like when I was showing off the ride, I had Black Hawk Vision. I put like a little like a picture of Black Hawk Vision. It's just saying like something like, it's crazy how one ride, like these rides start with just one block and it becomes like a masterpiece like the Beast Reborn. All my rides start with one block, and eventually it becomes a really cool like builds like Yukon Striker and Steel Curtain are about to go and show off. Let me fact check that. Fact check what? Alright, Steel Curtain time. Oh, I have some things I have to say about this ride. Oh yeah, I got the name right. Yay! I'm somewhat smart. I know this one's called Diviners. I think it's called Tropic Love. I don't know what this one's called. This music I actually used for my Hang Time Coaster POE video. Maybe you recognize that. So, Steel Curtain here. I was able to ride this ride in real life in 2019. I only got one ride on it because apparently, even though you get to the like the line early and stuff like that, you apparently still have to like, because I was like some like the first people that are winning the line and stuff like that, but I apparently still had to wait around 2.5 hours to get to ride this thing, but still I would say it's worth it because this coaster was freaking phenomenal. I'm glad I at least got to ride it once, and I'm glad I got to recreate it in Minecraft too. But I recreated this ride when it didn't even like exist, by the way. Like this, like I made this like when there's only like animated like pictures and stuff like that. They're like an animated like coaster POV. I literally made it like when there was only that stuff there. So this ride was incredibly difficult to make for me. Definitely like making like the banana roll like elements and stuff. I remember like this element in general, that like this part of the ride here, like the banana roll element, that took me probably about 2 to 3 hours to do. Just that part. It was that hard to like design and making sure it looked really good and stuff. And even elements like the top inversion going down from that, even like the cobra roll and stuff like that, those elements also took me a really long time to make as well. Obviously, as you see though, I prevailed, but definitely freaking Steel Curtain though was not an easy coaster to make at all. But I'm glad a lot of you guys really like it. I believe the coaster POV for this ride has about 600 views on my YouTube channel now. I'm pretty sure probably it's gained more views over time, but I haven't checked the Steel Curtain POV in a while, so I can't really give you information on that. This part here also too was really difficult because you had to like make sure you're getting all like the little like support details and stuff like that, and making sure the inversions look good, stuff like that. Like specifically like the supports for this part here was not that bad, but the supports like making sure it doesn't really interfere too much like with this part coming up ahead. Yeah, this part right here. Doing these supports here were very difficult. They were not an easy thing to design whatsoever. But you know me, I am determined and I get these coasters done. And then here's our 8th inversion here. And of course, this coaster was also very difficult to make just because it had freaking 9 inversions. And you know, making inversions in Minecraft are not easy to do at all. I'm just really glad it came out really nicely though. And yeah, this coaster's themed after the Steelers and stuff, and I got to ride it in 2019 for my 2019 vacation when I went to Cedar Point, Kennywood, and Canada's Wonderland. That's why I got to ride other rides like Phantom's Revenge and Skyrocket, and they're like free, like really old wooden coasters. And also welcome to the stream, Shadow Raven. I hope you'll like me showing off some of my coasters. But yeah, that's pretty much Steel Curtain there. I really like this build a lot. I'm really proud of how it really came out, and a very unique coaster to really see in real life too. And it's really cool to be able to see this coaster up close, at least get to ride it once. Also great to have like an awesome recreation event, stuff like that. And this also was a coaster where I customly made the logo myself. Nowadays I just use a pixelator to make my logos just because the logos look a whole lot better. Like you can see like, sure, this logo recreation looks really good, stuff like that. Look at the Agony and the Polished Cherry one looks really good too. But like, this looks like a really good detail though, like a really good like looking part of the logo and stuff. That's why I use pixelars nowadays, so you can like really see like a better like version of it, like the full kind of like logo design in it and stuff. Alrighty, so what coaster are we gonna be showing off next? Got Batman the Ride from Six Flags Great America. So yeah, so if you want to suggest me more coasters to ride and stuff like that I've recreated and stuff, you can still keep suggesting me coasters to ride, but I'm just going off a list right now of like the coasters you said in order and stuff. Which Chinese starters should you breed for? Like in the Galar region or something like that? If you're talking about the Galar region, I would say Score Bunny, since it's my fave. My fave. I'm gonna be happy when I get to like start Google IFS 6 Flags Great America. Okay, I'll put that after Terminator. Oh my gosh, whatever, that works. Do you make shops? Since I don't. What do you mean? Like what kind of shops? Frankly, if you're talking about like just like normal shops, like kind of an amusement park or something like that, usually in my amusement park world, I just have roller coasters everywhere. I don't really care about like other like little flat rides, stuff like that. I just really like making coasters a lot. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have the ability to go and like make like some flat rides and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure my building skills at this point, I'm pretty sure I could, but I just really like making coasters a lot. Obviously, as you can tell, since I made like over 150 of them in this world. So yeah, Batman the Ride here. I believe this is at a time where actually, when I was making the ride stuff like that, I actually had a new moderator come on my channel. He's not a moderator on my channel anymore, doesn't watch my channel anymore, but he was a cool person at the time. I think his name was called Mewtwoian. But this ride here used to be not as good as it looks now, but I revamped it. It was like one of like the first Six Flags Great America coasters that I've completely changed, and I believe that. So yeah, I started off with Batman the Ride. I first changed Batman the Ride because Batman the Ride was actually one of my favorite coasters at Six Flags Great America. Just because I love how it goes like for the elements and stuff like that. It's just like really fun. And I've ridden this ride probably about like a good I've probably ridden this ride about like 40 to 50 times at this point. I'm not sure if I've ridden it 100 times yet, but I know I've definitely ridden this ride a crap ton, and it never gets old for me. I love it. I love this ride a lot. I also believe before when I made this ride first, I believe I had the rails on top of the track and not below it. So like I had to make sure I get the inverted stuff in there too. It's like I completely changed the layout, like changed like the supports and stuff like that. Kind of worked on the waiting line a little bit. I got rid of the logo. I'm probably gonna add the logo back in eventually once I finish working on the station and stuff like that. But you can see like how I was starting to work on the waiting line a little bit down there, like where like the stage and the brake area was gonna be. So it's a quick and easy coaster though. It goes for its elements pretty quickly and stuff. And I think the revamping of it, I think I was able to do it in I think just one building stream possibly. I believe it only took me about 5 or 6 hours like to revamp, I would say. Goliath is definitely a much better revamp. I totally agree with you on that. I'm pretty sure Batman will look great once I finish the station and stuff like that. I really want to finish the station for Batman at some point and get like a good like entranceway for it, of course. Started watching your video yesterday, you inspired me a lot. Aw, thank you, Shadow. I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. If you have subscribed, thank you so much, dude. I'm glad you're liking my Minecraft coaster stuff like that. Are you like making Minecraft coasters stuff too, Shadow Raven? Ooh, our next coaster's a really good one. We're riding this big bad boy right here, Fury Free 25. Oh yeah, it's Fury Free 25 time. Woo. Fury Free 25. This was a fun coaster to revamp. Like, I have 2 POV videos of Fury Free 25 on my channel. The older one obviously has more views than the newer one, but I definitely like the revamp version of it a lot more. I think I used Time Leaper as the music for this video. I think the layout, changing the layout to make it look a lot better. And this was like one of the coasters that I really started like basing like changing my coasters off of like Google Earth and stuff like that, since Google Earth has great renderings and like a good showing of like how the layout looks and stuff like that. I believe changing this layout to make it look a lot better probably took me about 10 to 11 hours to do, and making like the support stuff like that too also took some time, but I believe I was able to do all the support stuff like that, changing all the supports and stuff on one stream and stuff. So yeah, and I haven't gotten to ride this ride since 2015. You're wondering like when it came out. Like it took a visit to Karen's like when we saw like this ride, like oh we gotta go ride this 25-foot tall like coaster and stuff. Yeah, I was really happy with this how I like remodeled this too. It was definitely a whole lot of work, and I remember I got like a complaint in my comment section for my revamp because apparently someone commented on one of my layout videos, I believe, and someone was saying you should have made like the big like U kind of shaped turn maybe like a little bit bigger. And sure, I probably would have made some of the elements a little bit bigger, but obviously as you can see I have limited space and stuff like that. I tried my best with like the limited space that I had and made it look a whole lot better. And I think my whole lot better version's much better than having like the crappy version that I had before. Trust me, the crappy version was not good at all. Like you definitely way prefer this version more than the crappy version. My goodness me. Yeah, like I said, also I updated the bridge as well, like the rings you go under and stuff. Home Parks, King's Dominion. Sorry, I don't really have much coasters from King's Dominion. The only 2 ones I have is Twisted Timbers and Intimidator 305, which Intimidator 305 I am riding later because someone suggested it. Oh, that dropped though, that logo though. Yeah, so logo, I believe like what I do for my logos, I just looked up like this, I think Creeper Jackson was the one who introduced me to the logo pixelator thing. I was able like, to make those logos like look really good and stuff. Creeper Jackson was the one who introduced me to making those pixelators and stuff. And I use pixelators now for all my logos and stuff like that, just because obviously you can see how good the logo looks when you put it into a pixelator like that. It's really nice. But yeah, this coaster was fun to make, also was not the easiest to make too, but I'm glad it looks a whole lot better now, and I'm really proud of it. And it was one of the couple of coasters that I really started like using Google Earth like to make my coasters with and stuff. Closest park to you is Michigan Adventures. Oh, that's not the fastest park ever. That sucks. Definitely one of the worst Cedar Fair parks out there. You got the electric vision just. I'm sorry. You got a bad park, bro. Yeah, I love my favorite 325 build, and even so, I even decided to just pay red tribute to like the old entranceway stuff, because this is like where the old logo used to be right here. I paid red tribute to it just to keep it like the old entranceway design here, but you got like the cool like exit there, and you have the entranceway designs there. But I made sure to keep like this big entrance like design here, like still there. Alrighty, so now we got Fear 325. Now we're going over to Knott's Berry Farm, and we're riding one of the best wooden coasters in the world by GCI. We're going to be riding Ghost Rider. Oh yeah! I also know it was made by PTC, I believe. It was originally made by PTC, but GCI revamped it and made it much better tracking and stuff. And Ghost Rider, funny little fact about the entranceway here. I made the entranceway look a little bit better just because I was making a PvE video of hang time, and I also wanted to make sure like the entranceway for Ghost Rider at least looks somewhat decent to like and stuff. So I'm not at 2.5K yet. I'm just doing an early special of the Creeper Jackson. Ghost Rider is one of these coasters that I kind of did a strange recreation of. I probably could have done it a little bit Could have done it like a little bit better. CCI? What's CCI again? Like I said, I'm not like, I don't know all the knowledge of the coaster stuff like that. I know some knowledge. There's a minecart on my track. That's not great. Why are people leaving minecarts out of my freaking track and stuff like that? That's not very nice. Also, as a quick reminder, make sure to go and like the video if you haven't already. We already got 8 likes on the video, but I know we could definitely go get more likes than that. Make sure to go and hit the like button if you haven't already done it. Custom Coasters International. Oh, right. Of course I get the manufacturer wrong. See, I'm not the smartest roller coasters. I try to be smart when I can. So one of my complaints about Ghost Rider here is I definitely made the tunnel thing there a little too steep and a little bit too close to you. Some like the elements and stuff like that are a little too close. I don't really know how I want to change Ghost Rider. I'm not even sure if I really want to change it. My recreation of Ghost Rider was a little strange for what I designed, but I'm still proud of it though. Like it was decent for like at the time I made it, you know. And I believe like the PoE video for this ride has gotten like a lot of views over time, and so I'm glad like a lot of people, you guys like checked it out, stuff like that, and gave me like good reviews and stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Even though me personally, I don't really think this coaster is like the greatest anymore, but I'm still like pretty happy about it. What do you think about Orion that is coming to Kings Island? The Giga looks so cool, but it's not the best Giga. I might go to Ohio to ride Orion when COVID-19 is done. Yeah, I definitely want. I was actually planning to go and ride. I actually probably would have ridden Orion already. Like probably like 2 to 3 weeks ago, since I was gonna like we had college visits and stuff like that planned. But like we had one kind of planned near the end of like April, and that was kind of like when we were like it was kind of like near like where Kings Island is located, and Kings Island was gonna be opening around that time. Obviously, that's not the case anymore. So I would have been able to ride Orion, but obviously, probably got to wait sometime during summer until I get to ride Orion, sadly. But yeah, I've recreated Orion like when I immediately saw like a VOP video of it out, and I even made like a crazy version of it too. If you'd like to go see that. Yeah, Ghost Rider though, I'm still pretty proud of this build, and actually I remember a little fun fact, I'll go tell it right now. I was so determined like, to get some progress in it, because I believe I was making this coaster at the time like where like I was like near like kind of like the end of August, and usually around near like the beginning of August, actually beginning of August, my bad. And like around the beginning of August, we had like this family reunion thing that we used to do. We don't really do the family reunion thing anymore, but it was something we used to do. We like before like we went to this family reunion thing, I remember like I decided to go sneak downstairs to the computer because they used to make these coasters in the computer, and by the way, and I had crappy like PoE videos of them and stuff because I recorded like some my old videos on like my phone and stuff like that. Obviously now I record with OBS and stuff, so like a good screen recording quality and stuff. But I remember like I literally like sneaked downstairs and like at midnight or something like that, and I was like so determined like to get more progress on Ghost Rider and get like one of the last Knott's Berry Farm coasters done at the time I made, because I believe I made it in 2017 before hang time was announced. So yeah, I was really determined to go get that coaster done. But yeah, so here we go. We're gonna be riding Kinga Ka next. That was our next suggestion. Kinga Ka is a very unique build. Like I definitely have my own interesting perspective on Kinga Ka for certain. No, I don't. Sorry. Apparently, my mom's asking me her phone number of somebody at church. Oh, she wants that. Okay, whatever. Kinga Ka though, like I was really proud of my Kinga Ka build. Like I remember like at first I believe when I made it I didn't have like the orange lines in the middle and stuff, so I added those in eventually. Like the kind of design that I have in the middle for like the waiting line and stuff like that. That was like completely my own design. Like I know like the waiting line for Kinga Ka in real life. There's like not even a waiting line in real life, but obviously Tough Director has a waiting line in real life. But that was also my own custom design for a waiting line. But I customly designed an old like really cool waiting line like in between like Kinga Ka, like Kinga Ka's like whole ride in general, and it's a really nice looking waiting line. I have with like bushes and trees, even like a mini scale Kinga Ka in the middle and stuff. I really did, I don't know how to freaking spell his last name. I'll go look at Messenger. Mom's freaking texting me at the worst timing ever. I can't find my freaking text.
Only on YouTube.
Oh, thank. Oh boy. But yeah, so King Ka is also one I kind of need to do a little bit of work on, like specifically just the station. The station doesn't really look that good, but the waiting line stuff like that is all good. It's all good, and I like how I did like this last kind of like moment, like leading into like the break run kind of area. But and even the logo too. I like how I designed the logo too. The logo looks really nice. It's really nice recreation of the. A really nice recreation of the thing, not gonna lie. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. Sorry, Mama. Sorry, guys. My mama was texting me for a second. I have so many apps up. What the frick? Just have the notes app up for the stream. Gosh darn, Luigi Striker. Alrighty, now we're gonna move all the way over to here. Alright, so do we got any other coaster suggestions, by the way? I only have 4 more after this, which is El Toro, Intimidator 305, and Goliath. And you're about to find out what the next one I'm about to go and show y'all. This is one of actually my most recent ones that I made, too. Just telling ya. One of the most recent ones that I made. That was funny, though. You're bad, Woody. I'm guessing you mean Wooden Bayton. Okay. I'll add that on. You can tell we're going to the Kings Island area, so we got a good coaster showing off for you guys here. I say, did my screen just freeze? I'm like, Hollywood did it. It's not the racer. It's not Firehawk. But it's the coaster pathway that connects all the way over here that leads over to yours truly, Vortex, the coaster that I got recently, the most recent coaster that I got removed at Kings Island. Got suggested to be shown off on next. And Vortex. Vortex was a freaking challenge of a coaster to make. The layout, I have to say, was insanely difficult to make. Yeah, you heard that right. Good coaster builder like me, I'm saying the layout for Vortex was insanely difficult. It was not easy at all. Because, like, I made it at a curved angle. Obviously, you get to, like, the lift goes up in a curve, the drop is, like, going down in a curve and stuff. Like, this whole area here, like, this curve around area here is, like, going, like, in a curve around in a curve. And, like, this whole area of, like, the loop stuff like that is going, like, sideways there. And like this area here of like the corkscrew stuff like that, like I had to redesign those corkscrews over and over and over again, and this like kind of like curving over part here was really difficult to do with like the last curve around and stuff, and this like inversion part here and all the support stuff like that were just so dang darn difficult to do. And also the station was not an easy task too, because Google Earth doesn't do a great rendering of it, but I'm glad some of you guys were willing to go give me some like picture stuff of that. Coaster Rider helped, or Creepy Jackson helped me and like gave me some good picture stuff like that, so I can go make the ride a little bit easier. And, yeah, I know it's probably not like what happens in like the waiting line stuff of that, but what I decided to do is I had like this little like spiral staircase going up, and you go up the top here, and then you would go down, over to the side, down this staircase here, all the way over here, and connecting to your waiting line, not waiting line, right, I went for the waiting line. Go to the station here, and then you got like a little station there, and like a little like, area there, like, where it goes over like the track there, and you can go to the station in the back there. And yeah, I remember actually a little fun fact. I never liked working on this coaster, like when I had the stupid SAT prep class crap going at the time. I didn't really like that whatsoever, but then I don't have to take my SAT probably all the way until like June or July, so that's great. Those stairs are on the right, BTW. Yeah, I know they are. I'll show you, like I was really trying my best to make it this station. I know it's not the best recreation of this station ever, but I really did try my hardest for the station design. There was so much I had to do for this ride, though. I remember, so like in total, this ride took me about 45 hours or so, like to fully like make. And obviously, at first, I had to go lay out the whole entire ride. Laying out the whole entire ride took about 10 to 11 hours. I had to lay out video that confirmed that. Like What else? Building all the support stuff like that. I believe I think this was like one of like the coasters I barely did. I don't think I actually did anything for Vortex on camera for what I remember. I think I completely did this whole ride off camera just because that's how difficult it was for me to do. At least Adventure Express, I was able like to get free building streams in for that. I believe it was free building streams. So that's pretty good. You're gonna get going. Alrighty, see you, coaster rider. Yeah, I know, I was really proud of this Vortex build here, and I think the music paused because it's giving me that crap video pause. Would you like to continue crap? I'll go and get the music playing again, but, what else was I gonna say about Vortex? Yeah, doing like all, like, finding like all like the little like crooky and like cranny like detailed stuff like that for like the support stuff like that, it was not an easy task. But at least Google Earth did help with like a decent amount of like the supports though, and I was able like to get some like I was looking at like some PUB videos and stuff like that, and they gave me some decent angles and stuff like that. Mainly Google Earth is where I got most of my supports kind of from, but I had to look at also like hopefully there was like a 360 video of Vortex out there, because that 360 videos like I could look around like the camera stuff like while I was while I'm riding the ride. That also really helped as well. Just getting like those little angles and stuff like that, like see like what supports are actually there and stuff like that, and like put like the design there and stuff. But yeah, and also this part here, like I had to redo this area here a couple of times, like make sure like it went down enough, and I had to have that support like literally down like on the bedrock level, because I replaced the bedrock with grass there, if you're wondering, since my my world border thing there is only goes 4 blocks down, I believe. So yeah, like doing that support design there was not very easy, and those curve around stuff like that. And also I wasn't able to do some of the supports over there because I had like the inversions over there a little too close to the structure, but I didn't feel like redoing it because that would have been really annoying. So I decided not to. I mean, I think I did change a little bit of the layout from like the layout video, but not really a whole lot of it. There was a little bits of like the layout over there that I changed, but it wasn't really like a whole lot though. Yeah, I also designed like this little extra stuff here, stuff like that. It didn't really take too long and stuff, but yeah. This was definitely one heck of a coaster to make and stuff like that, and I'm glad I did a really nice recreation of it. I'm glad so many of you guys really like this build a whole lot, and yeah. Vortex is definitely one of my best Kings Island coasters in this world, and sucks that that big landscape where you used to always see Vortex at Kings Island is just no longer there. I hope that they do replace it with something really good, and hopefully this COVID-19 thing rolls around, and hopefully Kings Island and Cedar Fair Park, Cedar Fair Chains can keep making money to keep making awesome coasters, because I hope whatever place it is will be a great coaster. Alright, let me get the music playing again. I know the music paused on me, and I hate it. What happened? Yes, I called it. I literally called it. Video pause. Continue watching. I called it. I called it, y'all. Did I call it? Did I call it? I really did call it. Keep playing the music, please. You butthole. Ay. Computer just like, nope, it didn't seem like you're watching the videos for a while or something like that. I guess it would just pause the music for you. Ay. No, you didn't call it. I did call it. What are you talking about? I said at some point when I was riding the ride, when I was riding Vortex, I was like, probably didn't mean it's gonna give me a little pop-up saying the video paused, didn't it? And it did. That's what I called, so I called it. What do you mean I didn't call it? Don't be like that towards me, Black Hawk Vision. I was like, when I'm staying still at some points in this stream, I'm just like, did the screen freeze? I really don't want the screen to freeze, but I know the screen likes freezing. Oh, the screen hasn't frozen yet. I'm probably gonna jinx myself and it's gonna freeze at some point during the stream, but we'll see about that. Alrighty, so the next coaster we're gonna be riding is, I believe over this way. Hopefully I'm not mistaken. Actually, yeah, it should be over this way. I was like thinking for a second, like, is the coaster I want to show off next, over this way? Not exactly certain, but now I remember. Going back to Kinex coasters that are not going to be suggested whatsoever this video. Sadness is real. I worked hard on those Kinex coasters, yo. They look really cool. Really like them a lot. So we're going to be going over to one of our really cool 6.5 Great Adventure recreations that I've done, and like since I went to 6.5 Great Adventure, and like when I would get about it, like I knew like the coaster that I wanted to make when I came back from going for 6.5 Great Adventure, and that was none other than El Toro. El Toro is such a freaking phenomenal ride. I can see why it gets like so much praise. Like it like an intimate prefabricated wooden coasters. Like, it was just like so phenomenal. Six Flags is so lucky to get like one of these like coasters and stuff. It's like such a like a phenomenal looking layout. It's like such like unique coaster, like the steep drop and stuff like that, and like the cool like fast going up lift hill, and the station's pretty cool too, and just like the whole layout, even like the ending part layout, like where it whips you over that airtime hill there, and then do like some low to the ground curve, stuff like that, and do like one last ground curve, and then go into like the brake run area there. Such a cool, amazing coaster, and I was really proud of the final result of this freaking ride. And we're gonna be going and riding it for you guys. What is there to say about El Toro? So yeah, like I said, I started working on this ride once I immediately got back from my vacation. We went like to places like Cedar Point and like Great Adventure. I believe it was like I think the vacation also where we went to like Niagara Falls, and also I went to New York City too. Because yeah, that was up for that vacation because we went to New York City, then we went all the way out to New Jersey to go and ride. We go to Great Adventure and ride rides like King Kong and El Toro and other like cool coasters there and stuff. Don't know when I'm ever gonna be going back to Great Adventure, but I'm glad at least I was able to go there once and get to ride some of their like really awesome coasters and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I made this like when I got back from that vacation, and this was definitely an interesting coaster to make, that's for certain. And this was like when I was making coasters when I wasn't really like looking off of Google Earth and stuff like that, but I'm still like really pretty pleased with how well I made this coaster though. I believe this video has about 200 or so views on my channel now. It's not one of my most popular coaster videos ever, but it's still a decent amount of views though. I'm glad at least it got some popularity for some people. And of course, obviously, I've gotten some great, awesome, like positive feedback from you guys. Really appreciate it. They really liked the coaster a lot. This was like a coaster actually where fun fact, moderator called Yoshi Gamer, who sometimes periodically appears on my channel. This was like the first building stream he ever came on when I was doing a building stream for this ride. I believe also the music that he used for this video too was some Spanish song of some kind that's really popular. I forget exactly what it was called, but I know it was a Spanish song of some kind. But yeah, like having like to go design all those like little like support details and stuff like that though, and making like my own like scaling and stuff like that. Cause I've seen like other people that make El Toro stuff like that, and I remember actually like judging. I was like getting someone like some feedback of their like El Toro build, and it's like this mini looking El Toro build that looks decent, but it's not like the greatest El Toro build that I've seen. But definitely like out of like all the El Toro builds that I think I've seen out there, I still probably like mine the most. And I'm not just saying this because it's my coaster recreation. I've looked at a couple of El Toro builds out there, and like out of all the ones that I've seen, I still like the one I made the most. There's Nitro close by there. Nitro's very cool. Nick did a really good job on Nitro. I really like his build a lot. That station also was a very interesting station design to do. I remember it took you some time to make that station. I don't remember how long in general El Toro took me to make, since this is like a ride I made a long time ago. I believe I made it in like 2018 or something, so... Was it actually 2018? I thought my 2019 vacation was in 2019, so I think actually I made this in 2019 possibly. 1 or 2 years ago, maybe around that kind of like time. But yeah, El Toro though. El Toro is just so freaking cool. I love El Toro so much. Really nice looking layout, really nice looking entranceway, nice looking logo, like the nether bricks, like the nether rack at the side, like with like fire type of it, like they like represent like the flaming kind of effect at the top of the logo. It's pretty awesome. Alrighty, let's see, what else do we got? Which one do we got next? We got one of the two King's Dominion coasters I gotta go show off. And this King's Dominion coaster, I really do want to revamp at some point. But that's when I eventually get around to finishing the rest of the Kings Island coaster, which I still need 3 more left, and the last ones I need to make are gonna be brutal. But that'll be some summer projects of mine, cause like summer is coming up for me on Friday, so just in less than a week I'm in summer break. Which is awesome. I can't wait to be in summer break. It's gonna be great to be in summer break. And I get to work on a lot of Minecraft coasters, play a lot of like amazing games with like my sister. I'll get to do like survival series some more if I'm Max. I get to play for some of my friends and stuff like that. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Really excited for summer break to be coming up. Yeah, we're gonna be riding Intimidator 305. This is one of the coasters that I really want to go give a change. I really want to go and edit at some point, since I just don't really like my recreation of this at all. I can see some people liking this though, but the thing I really like about this build though is I made the logo really nicely though. Like I really like my logo design though. Just it kind of sucks it was squeezed kind of like in between Mega Evolution though, but the logo design is really nice though. I really like how I did that logo design. I even go for like the O there, pretty nice. And the station also too is just pretty blah too. It's just pretty bland and boring. I don't remember the last time I freaking wrote this thing. It's been a while. And I've been written this thing since 2010, so it's been about 10 years or so since I've written an Intimidator 305. But I have written this ride though, and it's freaking crazy awesome. I probably read it when I was like 7 or 8 years old. I was a brave little kid back then. I'm glad at least I was tall enough to ride this dang thing. Wow! Hopefully it gets on the drop fine. I was gonna get on the drop just fine. Intimidator 305 though, like I remember, like I think this coaster, judging by the estimate, I think this coaster actually took me about like 8 or so hours to build. I was like, in the past stuff like that, I was making coasters like pretty quickly, cause I didn't really care about like completely like recreating like the coaster exactly like and making it look really good stuff like that back then. Obviously, as you can tell, oh like this coaster doesn't look the greatest. And I still did an okay job. I definitely did better on Twisted Timbers, but Twisted Timbers obviously still not like the best coaster out there that I made too. Maybe I might have to edit that a little bit too, but a wooded coaster's a little bit more difficult to edit, not gonna lie. But this coaster, since it's steel coaster, for that won't be that hard to edit though, hopefully. And yeah, there's not really a lot to say about this one. Since I made this coaster like a really long time ago, like my coaster building skills were not the best. Like when I was making this coaster, obviously it shows. But, I played the PoE video, I definitely recorded it when I was recording with my phone, so the video that I have of it is really bad. Cause like, also the thing is too, like I want to like revamp a bunch of my coasters so I can make like much better videos from them, like they're crappy like low quality phone recordings that I made in the past, stuff like that. Some of them I edited of iMovie and stuff. Get a good KineMaster edited version of it and make it look a lot better and stuff like that. Give you guys much better like POVs and much better looking rides too. These crappy low quality rides that I had back then. Yeah, Intimidator 305 definitely needs some improvements, but it's just cool to see like I kind of like the old like coasters that I made in the past that are somewhat okay. They're just somewhat decent. And frankly, I should be going to like the station a little bit slower than I was going to the station there too. Also, I didn't light up the back of the logo either, so I just like lighting up the back of my logos nowadays. I didn't do that for Intimidator 305 apparently. Alrighty, now we're going all the way over to Goliath from Six Flags Great America. And Goliath from Six Flags Great America, oh man. That's my second favorite ARM C coaster that I've ridden. I've only ridden 3 of them, Steel Vengeance, Twisted Colossus, and Goliath, obviously. That's my second favorite out of the ones that I've ridden. Twisted Colossus is still amazing, by the way. But since I've ridden Goliath a lot more than Twisted Colossus, I definitely like the short ride experience a lot more. It's just really intense and really awesome. And Goliath, I was really stinking proud of my like edited version of it. Like the station looks like it's like a such like accurate recreation of the station, and the whole ride in general is like so much more accurate than I made it before. Like I just love like how it looks now. Like in the past, like whenever I made Goliath with like this weird like I think it's like this weird like spruce kind of like block and have like little lines and stuff like that, like covering up like the like inversion and stuff. But now I have it covering up a bunch of fences, and the fences covering it up looks a lot better now. And I replaced like the lift tail here with like some good like hard like concrete, or I think that's terracotta blocks that I replaced it with. I think it's gray terracotta possibly, or brown terracotta. It definitely makes it look, the structure looks a lot better now, and like all like the like fences details. Because I think like before, like this ride was just some instrumental like little like just 1-bar supports, like just like holding up the ride. But now we have like it fully, all the supports are replaced, the whole ride layout was changed, and I have all these fences and stuff like that, like all around the ride and stuff, and even like those little like extra details like at the side and stuff. But yeah, and also I even made like the stage, like I made like the structure, like details, like go up to like the side stuff like that, like even better looking and stuff. Cause like I believe before, like when I made the structure, I didn't even have like those side details there. Cause I think I was too lazy to make it. Yeah, this part of the ride here is awesome. I love. I made it like go underground a little bit there, and then make it go up there. And the tunnel part there also goes underground too, and edited the tunnel as well. Just made everything in this ride look a whole lot stinking better, and I just am really like proud of like this like edited version of Goliath. Looks so much freaking better. I'm so proud of it. And that drop though. It's a nice, short and simple drop though, but I love it. Love it. I'm just smiling because I just love like looking back at like these good like edited coasters I made and stuff. It's just a station though. I also love the station so much. It's so great. Very, very nice. Yeah, yeah. Alright, now we got just one more coaster suggestion after this. And we need more coaster suggestions after this one. Apparently this is a suggestion for Creeper Jackson. He wants me to at least write one of his coasters that he's made. Might as well at least show off one of his coasters. We're showing off for his quote-unquote crappy wooden coaster. He definitely is not the best wooden coaster in my world, that's for certain. I mean, I probably have a worse wooden coaster than his wooden coaster build that he made. But he based it off of Mystic Timbers. It was one of my favorite coaster builds from him for a while until he made Tidal Wave, which is kind of like a themed after Hang Time and Knott's Berry Farm. Like there's like really cool like there's like a really nice beach theme to it, and I really like it's called Tidal Wave. He did a really good job editing it in and stuff. Yeah, here's Wooden Bay 10. Like I definitely had like a couple little complaints about this ride stuff like that, because some like the elements look really jerky and stuff like that, and he did some of the support designs really weirdly, and like for example like here's a weird support design. Like he has like curved detail like all around here, but he doesn't have anything like any curved detail like on this side. Like you kind of start a curved detail here a little bit, but that's it. He doesn't have any other curved detail there at all. Just like this one little block of like fences like holding up on that side. It's like a little weird, and like these weird like really tied up hills and stuff like that. They look a little weird. So you can see like the bat over there at the distance. A much better looking coaster. But yeah, I do like how he did like the station design of like the vine and stuff like that. It is like a pretty nice station design, though, like of all like the like grass stuff like that on the roof and stuff like that. It's pretty nice looking. He did a decent job on it. Oh, he apparently edited this recently. Cute. I definitely wasn't like that before. And if anyone wants to request music or anything like that, you cannot request any music to stream. You're just gonna have to deal with the NCS music to stream, since I don't want to do any copyright claims. So after this coaster, we're gonna need more music suggestions. So if you got not music suggestions, oh my gosh, that's the wrong thing. I'm so used to saying like for suggestions. I'm so used to saying music suggestions. It's a bad habit. We need more coaster suggestions. So we're out of like coaster suggestions after Wooden Bay 10. So if you guys can go and like give me some more coasters to go and ride and stuff, I'll go put it down on the list. Alrighty. I remember at some point Creeper Jackson was also planning to make this into like an RMC kind of coaster too, but he never really, he did like lay it out at some point, but then he decided to cancel that idea there. And those pictures over there also something I made for my little sister for her birthday. Steel Curtain has already been ridden. If you want to go see what it's like, you can go and look back in the live stream. It's in there somewhere. It's the third coaster I actually rode for today. Oh yeah. I think I just saw a Glaceon. Yep, there's a Glaceon over there, and a Sylveon, Leafeon, Umbreon, and a Jolteon. So yes, Wooden Bay 10, I didn't help at all with this build. Like this is something like Creeper Jackson completely designed on his own, but like I said, he kind of themed it after Mystic Timbers like a little bit. I don't even know like where he came up with like the name Wooden Bay 10. I'm not even sure like where he got the word Bay 10 from. I never heard like the word Bay 10 before, but I like how it like weaves for like the structure and stuff. It has like a definitely very unique layout, and like how it goes up into this like last shed moment here. Like this is like what theming after it's definitely theming after Mystic Timbers a bit here. It goes into like a shed area, and the shed area has like some pretty cool detail, like all the vines and stuff like that everywhere. It's pretty cool. I really like how they did it. Like this part of the ride's like really cool and stuff, and yeah, like a little like light and fire like effect for like the wood there and stuff. That's like really cool. I really like how he did that. So it's like a little tight and compact like shed there, but he did a nice job with the Wooden Bay 10 though, kind of like giving like a little Mystic Timbers vibes from like Kings Island. Really nice, I'd have to say. I think it's definitely a lot better than some of his other coasters that he made. And his support structure for the main lift though, I actually did help with it a little bit. I actually copied like the same support structure, and then I put it over like on the other side. That's actually the one thing I helped out with that build. Because I saw like he didn't do it to the other side, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm gonna help him out. Help out make his coaster a little bit. I like how I also did his waiting line too. I'm gonna show off his waiting line really quickly. Wooden Bay 10, closed. Why did he close it? Oh goodness me. Fine, I'll go in spectator. What's wrong with it? Oh, that's kinda cool. Look what he did with the frickin' fence detail there. That's so cool way to do a support there. Wow. Yeah, look how he has like all these like little fences, and like it's just like all like crooked in like the waiting line stuff like that, and like the cobwebs and like grass and stuff like that. He did a really good job like designing that. I really like how he did his waiting line and his station and his shed and stuff. And even like this extra area of like the buildings and stuff like that. And he even has like a little like campfire of like all like the trees stuff like that. At least he used to have a campfire over here. I guess they don't have a campfire anymore. He used to have a campfire, but I guess it's just no longer there. I said used to have some kind of gate blocking off this area here, but I guess now if you want to get like a good view of the bats, I guess he kind of got rid of that cave. Alrighty, Orion's our next suggestion. Okie dokie. I'm gonna have to get more suggestions in there. We can't just have one coaster suggestion. So once again, you can suggest coasters from like Magic Mountain, like we have West Coast Racers you can only suggest from Magic Mountain. There's like a few Great Adventure coasters you can suggest, and a lot of Great America coasters, Kings Island, Cedar Point, there's Twisted Timbers from Kings Dominion, from just the other one from Kings Dominion. Carol Windsor's Copperhead Strike you can still suggest. I like my own custom coasters, like my 20-minute long coaster Legendary Evolution, or like Mega Evolution, 12-minute long. Some of my like Reborn coasters that I made, like Millennium Force Reborn, Steel Avengers Reborn, Toffle Dragster Reborn, or like this one over here, Orion Reborn. Anyway, I also wrote one of my Reborn coasters, the Beast Reborn, which is one of my favorite Reborn coasters that I made, the most craziest one that I made. In fact, also the one that took me the most amount of time to make as well. Steel Avengers Reborn took a lot of time too, but it took about a good 120 hours less than, well, maybe not 120 hours, probably like at least 60 hours. Well, it probably took me around 30 or 40 hours or so to make, so that took me about 150 or 140 hours less to make. Want to see West Coast Racers? Alright, I can do West Coast Racers next. Orion though, I am like extremely proud of my Orion build. Like this is like when I heard like the video, like when I saw like the POV and stuff like that come out, like I knew I had to make this ride quickly. And I'm like the only person that really made this ride in like the light blue color. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Orion in the light blue color. Cause I think it just looks better. I know in real life it has a more darkish bluish color. Cause I've looked at testing videos and stuff like that. But I still kind of like the light blue color for my Orion builds and stuff like that. I think it just kind of makes it look a lot better in my opinion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure blue still looks okay too. And this is the ride here, by the way, that I turned into the Frozen Orion, a Christmas coaster version that I did of this. Which I also could show a little quick clip of if you would like to see what the Christmas version looked like. I could go pull that up on Firefox really quickly if you would like. And this logo here, it actually was Kirby actually put a pixelated version of it in there for me, and I copied that pixelated version over, made it like 3D and stuff like that. I made the Reborn letters based off of like the logo design there, and the Reborn letters like really cool. And they took a while to make, but I have Orion Reborn and Orion right next to each other, so two twinsies of the same type of coaster. Pretty awesome. So Orion, I believe, the layout, so even though it's a short layout, the layout was not easy. It was not easy to make at all. Oh yeah, it was not easy to make. Orion, I believe this layout took me about 8 to 9 hours to do, and the music I used for it was music that I definitely felt like it fitted the ride. It was like, I think it was like the menu theme from Smash Bros. Ultimate, like this epic like sounding theme that kind of like introduce you to like the cool like showing off of the ride and stuff like that, telling like all like the coaster stats and like tell how long it took, give like all the shout outs and stuff like that. You change your name? Oh, nice, welcome back. No longer Moncars or Marcana. Well, thank you for checking out some of my Minecraft coaster content. I'm glad you're not just interested in my Pokemon stuff, by the way. Somdiva, it's your new username. It's the ooh-ee-ah-ah-ah song. Oh, goodness me. But yeah, Orion, I'm really excited like to eventually get to ride this in real life some point, and I was really proud of my recreation of it, that I made the Reborn version over there, which is like about like 20 or so like blocks taller. Restrictions apply. Goodness me, advertisement. Can you just go away and let me talk? Interrupting my talking. Yeah, like I said, this is like the coaster here that I turned into a Christmas version. I call it the Frozen Orion, just because I felt that would be like the most fitting name for it. I do not have Mako, but I have made Diamondback. The only Kings Island coasters I haven't made are Flight of Fear, Battle Stun Coaster, and Son of Beast. Those are the last 3 I want to make for Kings Island, and I'm going to be stopping for Kings Island coasters unless we get to see what coaster they're replacing Vortex for, then I'll build that probably in Minecraft too. Yup. I do have Diamondback though. I haven't really made much SeaWorld coasters at all. I don't think I've even made a single SeaWorld coaster beside the title twister one, which is a small little twisting coaster. Nothing really too special about that one, though, indeed. So watching something nice. What else is there to say about Orion? Orion is actually, I believe, 1 block taller than the actual, like, the logo height is. Little fun fact there. And, I completely like made this ride when there's only animated photos of it and stuff, and the animated POV, so that made it even more difficult to like design, because I didn't have like no Google Earth rendering to help me base it off of. All I had was like based off was just animated like photos of it and stuff, and like just a POV video of it that Kings Island released. So this was not easy at all to make. Diamondback was actually the first coaster we rode in this video, so I could do West Coast Racers for you, but I already ridden Diamondback. Dang it, you already missed 2 coasters that I've ridden already. I feel bad, Igu Rex. I would love to go and like ride them again, but I want to get to as many different coasters as I possibly can to ride. I'm gonna suggested Son of Beast, but he had to build Beast Reborn, so I mean, what do you mean Black Gold Vision? I wasn't that mean to Luigi. I was just Son of Beast, but he had to just build Beast Reborn, so I wasn't that mean to. Oh, I see. Yeah, this is what looks like though I'm passing by right now, the cool entranceway that I had. Yeah, also a little fun fact for Diamondback, like that logo design there, I didn't design that on my own. I saw that on a shirt in like one of the shops or something like that, and I copied the whole like pixelated version of the logo, like I found on a shirt into Minecraft, and made a humongous entranceway for it too. It's a pretty nice little fun fact there. I had to make that pixel art, found it on a shirt at one of the Kings Island stores, and recreated it. Also applies to the Beast logo. I found that on a shirt as well, and the Banshee logo as well. I also found that one on a shirt as well. I mean, they look really nicely though. They look really good. I really liked recreating those logos, even though it took forever to do. But it was definitely completely worth it. Because look how good the Banshee logo looks like. I'll never be able to like design the logo as good as like it looked like in this pixel art here. It's pretty epic looking. I love it. You just got a little small in Vertigo over there. In Vertigo. I'm surprised like a lot of my Kings Island like videos I did in the past, like I've gotten like so many views over time. Like it's great. I'm so glad like so many of you guys are checking out my Kings Island like coasters in Minecraft and stuff. It's really appreciated. Guys are awesome. So is it West Coast Racers this direction? What's my favorite coaster like in real life or in this world? I'll answer both questions then. My favorite coaster in real life is Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. It's a lot of people's favorite roller coaster. There's just so much about that coaster that I love. Like it's like one of like the perfect coasters out there. Like it has like all of the different types of elements of like and duration and like craziness that I love in coasters. But my favorite coaster in this world is not Steel Vengeance. My Steel Vengeance recreation is not great. I don't like it. But for some reason, my POV video of it, though, has like over 3,000 views, which is pretty nice. Thank you for so many of you guys checking that out. But I don't really like it that much. I need to edit Steel Vengeance. Yeah, and my favorite coaster of all time. But my favorite coaster in this world is called Legendary Evolution. It's a 20-minute long coaster in my world, and it's based off of some coaster like has 9 lift hills and a launching part at the end. It's like a really cool coaster in my world. It's a custom designed coaster by me. And here's West Coast Racers, another coaster, another logo that was really difficult to design, and this whole ride in general was so damn difficult to make. So this was another one of those rides that was like announced, and like literally no joke, I only had to base off of animated pictures and the one like little trailer video of this. That's all I had to base off of like to make this ride at the time. So this was made like when it didn't exist in real life. It was just like when a trailer video of it was shown out from Six Flags Magic Mountain, because apparently Six Flags Magic Mountain decided to not release a POV video of the ride. And my game's lagging right now. It might crash. I hope not. What the frick? Okay. Ooh, that was a bad lag moment right there. Sorry about that. Yeah, the whole logo design in general was my design. The whole ride, making the whole ride in general was my design. I tried my best to like to think of what would be like a cool station design. Obviously, the station design is not really like this in real life, but this is what, like I said, I made this all like when all I had to base it off of was the like trailer and like the photos that Six Flags had released for the ride and stuff like that. That's all I had to base off of like when I was making this ride. So this is kind of like what I imagine be like the photo booth or something like under the ride. And holy ball sacks, I'm lagging really badly. Okay, I'm lagging severely badly right now. Oh, it still says Alan Walker Force? That's not good. Hold up, guys. I'm having a big lag spike in my stream right now. Everything is taking forever to load. Give me a second, y'all. I'm not gonna restart the computer. That's gonna end my stream. I mean, that's a good idea, but I don't want to go into a part 2, though. I hate going into part 2s. Part 2s are no fun. Yeah, it's... wow. Maybe restarting the computer is a good idea. Wow, even my stream is kind of lagging badly. Well, this is a problem. This is a big problem. River Coaster is Tayega and Limaki. Never heard of that one before. It's not just my Minecraft, it's my web browser. It's not moving at all. The infinite loader. Time to click the X button. Come on. Uh-oh. Close the freaking ding nabbit. Goodness me. Wow, this is lagging really badly right now. OBS still working okay? Looks fine to me, but it's also lagging badly. Everything is lagging severely badly right now. Why is everything such a low connection? What Wi-Fi am I using? OBS is actually giving me a red dot right now. Well, the frame rate's good for OBS, so I know it's working okay. Yeah, I'm using my Wi-Fi to stream with. I'm moving around in the game okay now. I think playing music at the same time is becoming a problem. So you'll see me tomorrow. Champion Reddit, if you're only here on my channel for Pokemon trading streams, you just have to know that they're only on Fridays for the most part. If I have to reschedule it for like a different day, then it's usually Saturday or Sunday. I do a lot of other content on my channel and stuff like that, and if you're not interested in it, you're interested in my Pokemon content, fair enough. Most of my subscribers are mainly only interested in my Pokemon content, but if you want to check out some of my other content and stuff like that, they're mainly just, Pokemon stuff is mainly on Friday, though. But other stuff like Minecraft coaster building streams are throughout the week, or like other like little video games I like playing. Like right now, I'm playing Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, and I'm also playing Luigi's Mansion 3. 2 as well, and I'll probably play another Lego game 2 at some point. Okay, I just typed YouTube out and it's not loading. Wow, holy crap. I've never seen my computer this slow before. I have never ever in my life seen my computer this slow before. It's like the slowest I've ever seen my freaking computer run before. I think it really does need a restart. Or I just can't play music for the rest of the stream. It would really suck. Did I get kicked out of Minecraft yet? No. Okay. I don't want to restart my computer. Gosh darn it. Yeah, my freaking connection's way too slow. Well, guys, I think I need to get a shutdown on my computer. I can't handle this lag. Why does that bring me to the YouTube channel? Oh my god, the YouTube thing.
Let's read a book.
Oh my gosh. This is really bad. I'm sorry that my subscriber special is being ruined by YouTube itself, and my computer, and OBS, and lag in general. Sorry it's being ruined. Trying my best here. Screw you, lag. I'll beat you the fuck up. Looks like we are gonna be doing a restart. Yay. I am not dealing with this poopy caca lag. Nope. Not dealing with this. I am not dealing with this. So I guess in part 2 of riding coasters and you guys suggest coasters to ride to me, I will hopefully have it. Hopefully the quality will be great. If it's not, I apologize, but I'm trying my best here. Alrighty, y'all. Well, I guess I'll be seeing you guys in a part 2, since once I restart my computer, I have to, it ends my streaming, I believe, on OBS and, like, turns everything off. Yeah, the playlist is loading really slowly. It seems to be fine now. It's still taking time, but it seems to be better. Nah, I'm just gonna restart it. Alrighty, I'll be right back, guys. I'll probably be back in, like, hopefully 10 minutes or so to restart the computer. So, I'll be right back. Come on. Power. And time for you to have a restart. Even my mouse is lagging. Goodness gracious.